Have you ever wondered why some recordings feel so much bigger than reality? Why certain songs' voices or even soundscapes send chills down your spine, spark a memory, or even bring you to tears? Today we're diving into the fascinating world of larger-than-life sound and how it taps into the emotional powerhouse of your brain, and how to harness this as a superpower for voiceover. Now, from the science of emotional memory to the thrill of auditory pleasure, we're going to explore why listeners respond so powerfully to immersive audio experiences and why they keep coming back for more. So whether you're a creator looking to harness the full impact of your sound, or just someone curious about what makes your favorite track so unforgettable, this episode's for you. So grab your headphones, turn up the volume, and get ready to discover how sound connects to our deepest emotions. This is the Microphone Playboy, and I'm about to make your brain sing.
You're listening to The Dangerous Mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. No excuses, no BS, no pants.
So you're listening to the remarkable Loughton Atlantis through the SPL Channel 1 Mark III, and the result is a sound that I find feels immersive, detailed, and professional, qualities that are often described as larger than life. Now, larger-than-life recordings resonate, no pun intended, because they heighten sensory and emotional experiences, and it transforms audio into something more powerful than reality. Now, this blend of emotional connection and psychological immersion ensures that such recordings not only captivate, but also leave a lasting impression on the listener. Now, the first thing to look at is the hyper-realism of larger-than-life sound. Now, when recordings sound more detailed and immersive, they simulate a heightened reality that captures the listener's attention. And now it's akin to why vivid colors or high-definition visuals are more engaging. They draw the listener into a world beyond the ordinary. Now, music and sound that feels expansive can stimulate the brain's limbic system, which governs emotions. Now, this leads to heightened feelings of euphoria, nostalgia, fear, energy, and respective to advertising, it stimulates FOMO. And we're going to talk a lot more about that in a second. But when the human voice sounds larger than life, it conveys this emotionally charged narrative. It conveys authority, intimacy, or warmth in ways that feel deeply personal. And this is particularly impactful in voiceover work, where the voice needs to command attention or stir emotion. Now, the evolutionary relevance of this is that the human brain is hardwired to respond strongly to vocal cues. A larger-than-life voice can signal importance or safety, and it compels listeners to pay closer attention. And this process plays out in the deepest reaches of your brain. And inside the limbic system in your brain is this neural network that processes your emotions, fear, pleasure, anger, joy, etc., and FOMO. And it helps you react emotionally to stimuli such as feeling uplifted by music or scared by sudden noise. It also allows you to attach emotional significance to memories, events, or sensory experiences. But the limbic system does a whole lot more than just process your emotions, because it plays a key role in forming and storing long-term memories, particularly the emotional memories. Now, the hippocampus, which is a major component of the limbic system, organizes and retrieves those memories, especially those tied to emotions. And emotional experiences tend to be more memorable because they engage the limbic system deeply. See the connection there? So, the limbic system is also integral to the brain's reward circuitry, influencing behaviors like eating, social bonding, and reproduction. And most relevant to voiceover, let's not forget shopping. So, the dopamine pathways within the limbic system create these feelings of pleasure and satisfaction, and these reinforce the behaviors that are beneficial for our survival, or those that, give us pleasure. And the limbic system interacts with the hypothalamus to regulate your nervous system, controlling physical responses like heart rate, blood pressure, and hormone release. So, for example, it triggers the flight or fight response during stress or fear. And it should go without saying that this is not psychological manipulation, but this is the science of connection, making a connection with your listener, especially when you only have a short period of time to get your feelings or your emotions or your thoughts or the deal across. And a larger-than-life sound triggers all these amazing structures within the limbic system. The amygdala, which processes your emotions, especially like fear and pleasure. The hippocampus, which is crucial for forming new memories and connecting those emotions to those memories. The hypothalamus, which regulates functions like hunger and thirst. The thalamus, which plays a role in filtering and prioritizing sensory input. But most importantly, it triggers the cingulate gyrus, which is a portion of your brain. And that processes the emotions and helps regulate your behavior because it links behavioral outcomes to emotional responses, such as feeling satisfaction after achieving a goal, or feeling good about purchasing something or making the right decision. Now, luckily for us voiceover artists out there, the limbic system is highly reactive to auditory stimuli, which explains why sound has such a profound emotional impact. And why your sound is so important. Why you and your sound can make a profound emotional impact in the listener. Sound is such a secret weapon because just music, right? Think about your favorite music, what it does to you. If music evokes emotions or triggers memories, you can thank your amygdala for that and the hippocampus. Now, pleasant sounds overall, right? They stimulate the brain's reward pathways, and it releases dopamine, which produces pleasure. Now, threatening sounds, right? Trigger the amygdala to create feelings of fear or alertness, like a bang or explosion or something, right? And speech and voice. The human voice is capable of activating all these parts of the limbic system, which helps the listener interpret intent and feel connected to you, the speaker. Now, when the limbic system experiences larger-than-life sound, it amplifies its engagement with your brain. Rich tones and clear highs evoke a strong emotional reaction. And that's emotional resonance right there. A striking sound can embed itself in a memory due to the emotional intensity, and that's memory anchoring. And the enhanced sound quality of larger-than-life sound triggers pleasure pathways, reinforcing enjoyment and creating a sense of satisfaction. And that is the reward response. So now that we've talked about the what and the how, let's wrap things up with the why. This is really important, okay? So the limbic system is the brain's emotional powerhouse because it connects sensory input to feelings, memories, and behaviors. And the limbic system's sensitivity to sound is why audio experiences can evoke such deep emotional responses, making music and voiceover work incredibly impactful. And by tapping into the limbic system, larger-than-life recordings can create a heightened and unforgettable experience for listeners. And as a voiceover artist, understanding this psychological connection isn't just fascinating to me, it's a game changer. And by harnessing the principles of sound design that evoke emotion, create presence, and tap into the listener's instincts, you can elevate your work just beyond delivering lines. You can create experiences that resonate deeply with your audience, leaving a lasting impression that feels authentic and unforgettable. And highly bookable, I must say. Because I feel like this insight into the limbic system and what it does can help you stand out in a very competitive industry where clients are always looking for voices that not only sound great, but also feel right. When you understand how to evoke that larger-than-life quality in your recordings, you're not just speaking, you're connecting, you're influencing, and you're inspiring. So do me a favor, take these tools, experiment, and make your next voiceover recording, your next podcast, your next project, something that not only gets heard, but also gets felt. Because when you can make your audience feel something, you're already halfway to success. Hey, thanks for joining me here on the Microphone Playboy today. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with your fellow creators and VO artists. And whatever you do, keep creating. Keep connecting, and keep finding the sound that's authentically you. Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.